Hello, hello. Hi. Hi, hello, hello. So today we have a very special guest. His name is Pratik Dhawan. We're just waiting for him to come online. Yes, I can see him, and we are just.
Hi Pratik, how are you?
Hi, Vineet. I'm fine. Thank you. And you? How's it going?
Very well. Am I audible? Can you
Yes,
hear me
yes,
well?
yes, excellent. And
And
very well.
I can see a beautiful scenery of Shimla behind you. You are one of the lucky guys who are just chilling out.
Maybe I'll show you like even more nicer way.
Oh yeah, this is much better. Let our viewers also see what paradise you're living. Lovely home. Thanks for sharing this.
So this is the view from my outside
Mhm.
balcony
Very
where I'm
good.
stuck here.
Oh, you can't be saying you're
There
stuck
is
here. Come on.
I have planned to stuck here actually.
Yeah. So
I decided to stuck here.
let's keep it like that. That you intended to stay here and you plan to get stuck here. All right, so this is a studio. Awesome, awesome. All right, so
Yeah, this is like my small office what I've made here after being locked down here. I
mhm.
needed some separate place with all the cameras and equipments.
Awesome. Let me just introduce you to all my listeners and all our listeners who are really waiting eagerly to hear you. So, Mr. Pratik Dhawan is a founder and director of Delhi College of Photography, has years of experience in commercial and fashion photography. He has a bachelor's degree. He's a bachelor's degree holder in international business management from Middlesex University, UK. Master's degree holder in biotechnology from University of Nottingham, UK, has multiple certification courses in marketing and photographic art from Georgian College, Canada, and ISH London, respectively. Pratik has been a part of fashion shoots from the finest fashion and production houses that includes Picture Pal, Double Take Studios, London, etc. He has also spent few years in film industry and worked in production of many Bollywood, Hollywood films and British TV channels like BBC Channel 4 and Channel 5. The movies which he's been a part of are Namaste London, Salami Ishq, Bhagam Bhag, Batman. So I'm really getting breathless. There's so much big introduction to you, buddy. He has also worked on numerous freelance projects, including London Fashion Week and Bronsbury Fashion Week London. He has also showcased his work in UK and Canada. Till date, he is training students from his college, Delhi College of Photography, and covering India's some of the biggest events such as FDCI, India Fashion Week, Diadem Miss India, Miss Earth, Grassam Mr. India, and counting. He's also guest faculty at many universities like DU, IIT, IP University. Pratik, thank you so much for coming out here. And I think it's going to be really awesome for all our listeners and viewers to understand how you became what you are today. All right, first things first, what made you pick up camera? What made you do photography or pick up photography as a genre?
What do photography? Like I guess as far as I remember my childhood, I've always been playing with my cameras. Like on every
Mhm.
birthday, if my dad asks me what do you want as a present, I always choose a new camera.
Wow,
So I've always
you have great, relatives around you who will give you a camera.
yeah, but still, it's like something I just love from my childhood. So as far as I remember, I've always been playing with my camera. So there was a time when I'm not sure if you have used those cameras. There were some cameras which used to work without batteries, which
Hmm.
used to work with.
Sorry,
So I've
you're
used
not.
solar. Yeah. So I've used some kind of solar cameras which used to work without batteries and all. Some point
Hmm.
and shoot cameras started with. Then even in my school, like there were some clubs, electronics, music, and many clubs were there. Even in my school, I was always part of the photography club. So whenever in our convocation or some event is there, photographers
Hmm.
used to come to see their cameras, what cameras they are using. So I always
Right.
used to check them. They are always used to check out their gadgets.
Hmm.
Then the most of the times the camera I've used in my childhood
Hmm.
was Minolta and Pentax.
Right. Okay.
So I use this camera. I grew up with this camera. So it was my dad's camera, which he used to have, which he bought from Singapore long time back. So mainly I used with, with these cameras. With mainly Minolta is Pentax.
So you said whenever I used to look at the camera, you used to fall for that camera. So I just want to know, was it the love of the gadget, or was it the love for photography that got you into, photography
I
genre?
would say both.
A little bit
Mainly
of both.
prime for the photography because I love taking pictures. And then if I have a camera, I would love to try new cameras. Let's suppose if my family or cousins have some different camera, then I would borrow from them. I would put a film on them, and I would like to shoot and see the result. Like what is the result which is coming in Minolta, and what is the result which is coming in Pentax.
Right. So as a
Some,
kid, was
yeah,
there anything specific that you were shooting, or you were just shooting anything?
anything. At that time, I was just shooting anything. Whatever come in my way, I would shoot them.
So that is the love of photography that got you into getting
Yes, you can
into
say that.
cameras. So
And-
all of us,
Yeah.
all of us when we are kids or when we are growing up, there's an inspiration. We look at something and that's how we want to pick up photography. Who's your inspiration in photography?
I've had many inspirations. Like when I see fashion, I have a different kind of streamline. I always used to be, I guess, I was very fascinated by the work of David Bailey at that time.
Hmm.
So David Bailey is a British fashion photographer. So, when
Right.
I see work, I used to be very fascinated, mainly in the terms of fashion. And when it comes to some travel, then you can say, like, there were quite few people. Harry Carter Bresson was there, and then Mary Elliott was there. So quite few people were there whose work used to inspire me. Then you can say after 12th, I told my dad that I want to do my degree in photography now. I want to go to London to study photography. I don't want
Right.
to study anything. Then he said, "क्या करेगा? Like
Mm.
शादी में जाके
Yeah.
photo click करेगा?" That was his typical reply. Then he said, "Okay, like do something like study, at least finish your college, then do whatever you want." Then I
Right.
agreed. Then I also
Great.
blackmailed him. But
Okay.
पहले मुझे SLR camera लेके दो, I would learn as well. Then the first SLR camera I bought was Nikon F75.
Right. Hmm.
It was in 2004.
Mm.
So, and then I went to London. Then I joined two colleges. Like in the morning, I used to go to my business school with my camera bag, books, as well as my tripod here and my
Awesome.
F75. And in evening, I used to go to my evening college where I used to learn art photography.
Great. Mm.
So my teacher was some Spanish teacher. Her name was Sol. So she was like my teacher in my class. I still remember there were 16 students and I was the only boy in my class.
Wow, that's lucky.
Yeah. So that was quite interesting. Then, it was very different feeling like you're studying in a business school. But even at that time, I was more inspired by, you can say, by taking pictures. I was more excited to go to my evening classes more than my regular college in the daytime.
Right. So
So
this is, I think this is a thing that a lot of youngsters who you are teaching these days, who are you making photographers, I would say these days, are also going through a lot of things. They are in some other school, then they come to Delhi College of Photography, and then this is how the photography is happening among kids. So how is it happening that people just can't straight away get into photography? Why are they just have that shift?
in this thing, I would say that people here have so much pressure from their families and from the societies that
Hmm.
even our society don't even think that photography is a proper career. Even still, people think, okay, what will I do? Shadi mein jaake photo click karega. And they think that taking pictures in wedding is not a very good area or very good sector of or very good profession. So many people have hesitations, but now I have seen. But now I guess time is changing. Now time is now slowly people are coming up. Their parents are also opening up. So I would say there is a huge difference from that time and now. But I would say in some small cities and towns, people still have these kind of doubts when their parents are not agreeing. Sometimes I have seen cases where even kids they have like passion, they love like photography, but they are even scared to tell their parents that see this is what excites me and this is what I want to do. So this
Right.
thing is happening in society. Sometimes they are just scared to ask that I want to do this thing. They don't know what they want to do.
Right. So when I asked you about your inspiration, I'm just deviating it a little bit again. Is there like always as kids, there are photographs which are like memories to us. What is there any photograph that comes in your mind that made you feel that, oh, this is the picture, and I want to pick up a camera, I want to make pictures like this? Did anything of that sort happen to you?
It happens all the time. Whenever I see anything interesting, whenever I see
Mm-hmm.
someone travel, I always
Mm,
want to, shoot like this. I always want to go to that particular place, and then
mm,
like it always comes in my list that okay, I will go there and shoot there personally. So it's
mm.
like it happens all the time. It happens, you can
Right.
say on, yeah, you can say.
Right. So everything, photographs around you, they inspire you, which is a very, very good thing. And I think the students of yours who are listening, I'm sure they were vouching on this, that if we
Yeah,
find inspiration every.
there are quite other things which inspired me to. Let's suppose lights.
Hmm,
Like let's suppose if I'm going somewhere, if I'm walking maybe in the even down, there are fields. If I'm walking somewhere, like I
hmm,
can usually go there. It's just middle of forest. In just 1 kilometer
hmm.
here, there is very huge forest up there. I usually go for a walk there. So
Right.
when I see light, let's suppose if person is moving and the light is falling on that person through sun or through the shades,
Hmm,
how the light
hmm,
is falling, I love to capture it. That the
hmm,
way the light, and in fashion, the good part is you can control the lights. So if you're
hmm,
not doing fashion, you are even taking your daily walking pictures or tracking pictures, whatever you are doing.
hmm,
So light is something which is very, very important. How light is falling in your subject. What are the shadows? If I see some person, let's suppose if I'm walking some person, I see the shadows are falling on them. I would like to see, okay, if I have camera, I could shoot them. If I have camera, I
hmm.
do shoot them. I try to
Right.
invent
Right.
what other
Us.
new gadgets. Whenever I have any new gadget, I'm very excited to try it and take pictures out of that gadget.
Of course. So we always, this is like a syndrome that whenever we get a new gadget, we have to play it like a small kid, and we want to love that thing. So, you have been shooting on a lot of cameras. I personally know that you've been shooting on bigger, medium formats also. And you have all the cameras in your institute. What made you personally? I know that you shoot on a rangefinder M10. Why did you choose the M10?
Here it is.
Yeah, of course. I know it.
Like this camera is like a part of my body now.
All right. Mm. So, but
So why I
mm,
put this camera? See, before this camera, I was mainly a Nikon user.
hmm
Before buying M10 series, I have had 8 Nikon cameras before this camera.
mm,
Starting with F5, then F80, then F100, three analog cameras, then D40, D60, D90. So
mm,
I've had around 8 Nikon cameras before shifting to this one. And the camera I was using before this one for my daily use was Nikon D4, which
mm,
I'm still using sometimes, but right now, but these days this camera is mainly used for students. But when I used to travel, whenever I used to travel, I travel a lot. I love traveling. Traveling is like my passion. I love traveling,
hmm
road trips everywhere. So whenever I'm traveling, I was very, very tired of carrying such a heavy piece of equipment along with the three lenses and
mm,
with a big Manfrotto tripod all day for 10 hours, 12 hours, you are
mm,
walking with such heavy equipment. So I
mm,
wanted a kit which is compact, lightweight, and yet powerful.
mm,
So I had two things in my mind. One, I was thinking about like a M10. Actually, in my class, like back in 2004, when I was studying photography, there was some French girl in my class,
mm.
and she used to shoot with M3.
All right.
And the contrast, when I learned that the photography, it was analog time. So I
Mm,
learned how to process the film in the dark room. So
right.
I can, like when I call about dark room, I can still smell the smell of developers and fixtures in my hands. It can never go
Yeah.
from your memories.
It
That
can never
smell.
go. Yes.
Yes,
True. I
that
totally
smell
agree.
is supposed to, for 1 week, that smell will stay in your hands. That smell
Mm.
can never go.
Yeah.
So from that, like I had some kind of love for Leica because I've seen the results, how the
Mm,
contrasty images they were happening with Leica.
mm, mm,
Nikon F75 was not giving me that thing.
mm,
So I was confused between two cameras. One was this one was Hasselblad S60, like X1D 50C, X1D,
mm. Right.
which is a medium format camera. Then I thought that I don't need 50 megapixel camera for my daily use photos. I need something more powerful. So then I was just like you can say driving through CP. Then I saw the Leica store. It's opened recently. Then I went there. Then I spoke to Manish. Manish was there, so I already knew him from Canon store. So I saw the camera. I tried M10, and then next day he delivered me the camera for trial for 1 week. In the
Right.
second day, I okay, it's done. Its deal is done. I'm going for this camera. So I told him. So I booked this camera right away. The lenses I booked for me, there were two lenses. I bought Noctilux, which is 50 and one I booked 21 Sumilux. But the
You know,
camera,
for you picked
but
up you picked up Noctilux, which is 0.95. Why Noctilux? Noctilux can literally make you see life in the middle of the night. Even if it's pitch dark, it'll find you some light. How did Noctilux happen to you? Because I personally feel that Noctilux is something which is giving eyes to a blind man. Even a blind person can shoot with that, but provided your range or your eyes have to be literally sharp to get that focus, tact focus on rangefinder. Why did Noctilux happen to you? I really wanted to ask you this.
why did Noctilux happen to me? Because, if I'll be very honest to you, I'm very fond of German technology and German machinery, whether it's camera, whether it's cars. I just love German products. Whatever they make, I guess it's an art engineering. This is my personal thinking that German products are one of the best in the world, I would say, when it comes to
Right.
technology. They know technology. And when I saw Noctilux 0.95, when I want something for myself, I always want something unique, which I don't want something to be in the crowd. I want something very special for me if I'm picking something for me. And when I
Right.
saw the result of the 0.95, I love bokeh, I love shallow depth of field, I
Right.
love low light photography. I love shooting low light. That is
Right.
like one of the key I love. I love low light. Sometimes I mix fashion with the low light. The shooting in dark, low lights with just a pinch
Right.
of light I would like to give. And
Right.
with Noctilux, what happens is just don't need lights as well. Even if I'm traveling somewhere with my Noctilux, I can shoot almost everything. If there is night scene or dark scenes at 0.95, it could kill anything. And the
Absolutely.
sharpness and the best thing of Leica is Leica knows how to read blacks. This is my personal
Right.
opinion.
Right.
Leica knows what is the shadow area and what is the highlight area. How it separates these two areas, I don't think any other camera matches this perfection.
Right. So
This
the
is the best
dynamic,
part of Leica.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
if
the
you ask me,
dynamic,
the best. Yeah.
yeah, the dynamic range comes out really well. And obviously, the way you said, I think a lot of photographers who shoot on Leica, they can vouch that the camera understands the blacks really, really well, which is very, very well said. So, what is your interest in photography apart from being a director at DCOP? What you like to shoot with your camera?
What I like to do machine camera. See, to be honest with you, these days I don't have much time to take my professional assignments when it comes to fashion. I love shooting fashion, but I don't have that time because running of college full time is like a full time job. And these
Right.
days sometimes I feel I'm a builder now. I'm not a photographer anymore. Because since I started ECOP, I'm always building something. Sometimes I'm building new auditorium, sometimes I'm building new classrooms, sometimes this lab, sometimes new studios. So I'm always in innovation, always designing, always making new. Now, from last 6 months, I'm making this new campus in Shimla, which is tip of
Right.
Shimla Hills, which is opening shortly. So I'm also
Wow.
working on this. So I'm always making something. So it's like I'm like a builder now, but still, sometimes when I want to shoot, I cannot live this life without my cameras all the time. So yes,
Right.
I shoot. When I have to shoot, I usually shoot. I love shooting fashion. This is like my main genre of shooting fashion. And you can say, like recently, I have been doing a series with my wife only on shooting fashion photography. So I've been doing this series, and I have already covered 9 countries in this shoot. So in
Wow.
this series, what I'm doing is I'm shooting my wife in beautiful landscapes. As I said, I love travel. So I started this series from Chitkul. Then I went to Ladakh. Then I went to Spiti Valley. In India, I've covered quite a few locations. Then I've
Right.
shot in Russia, I've shot in Europe. I've shot in many, many countries. I've shot in Thailand. So it's a series where landscape meets fashion.
All
And the name
right.
of the Girl in Red Sari, even though I have released only 2 to 3 pictures, I hardly
Mm.
post any pictures. I'm
Mm-hmm.
still an old school guy where I print books and keep it
Mm.
in my office where students come and they see the books in our library.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't post many pictures online. I just keep it old style kind of things.
Right.
Apart from fashion is something which I love the most. When I had to control lights on my own, I had full control over my lights, over the
Mm.
ambient lights, like how much
Mm.
light you want on the subject, how much the atmosphere or the nature, how much light you want in the nature, if you want to overexpose or if you want to underexpose it. So it can be controlled with the help of outdoor lights. Apart
Right.
from it, what I love I love shooting monochromes.
Right.
like
Okay.
like Chinese people eat whatever they see is moving.
Okay.
Even I shoot everything which is moving, but I
Mm.
shoot in motion blur. I don't freeze the subject.
All right. So
So
do I do you have a like a monochrome?
not monochrome, but I still use this one in a monochrome mode. I usually take pictures in monochrome and then I just use them. So
All
these
right.
kind of pictures I always shoot in monochrome, and my monochrome pictures are usually not still. They will always have
Mm.
motion blur in them to see the
Mm.
motion.
Right. I
So
think
even
I personally suggest the new monochrome, which is just released. Beautiful. I tried it out. Mind blowing. You must try it out. So
so
I really want to understand a little bit more about why motion blur.
why motion blur? You see, now if there is a picture, which is, you can say, if a still picture is there,
Hmm.
then you use the art form of it from it. You take the art from it. I say, if you add some kind of creative shutter speed, motion blur, or these kind of things, the image become very creative and different. Sometimes people even, they don't even think what is happening here.
Right.
Like,
So
like what?
so
So
you
because
you
I've
like to so you like to make a fine art kind of a shot from what you normally see in a normal day to day scenario. So that is very interesting aspect because being a street photographer, I feel that we want everything to be tack, in a not in a motion blur until unless it is intended, and nobody will ever buy our pictures, but you being a fine art photographer, people are going to buy your pictures. So you are on the other side of making money of being a photographer, which is very good. So you have educated many students, but how do you educate yourself or get better day by day in photography? Because I personally feel if you have to be a good photographer, you have to keep your uh, I would say your soul. You should feed your soul every day with some sort of thing which makes you a better photographer.
Yeah, I would say being with so many young students makes
Hmm.
me even more excited.
Mm.
I'm always more excited than them whenever something new is coming in the market. I guess I'm the first
Mm.
one to, whenever any event is happening, any exhibition is happening, not over in India, in the worldwide. I go to
Mm.
Photokina, I go to other exhibitions all over the world to keep
Right.
myself up to date. And whenever some new equipment, some new lights are launching, some new
Mm.
modifiers are launching, I ask
Right.
companies here, okay, I want this for my college, I want to test it, and I want to train my students on this kind of products. So I'm the
Right.
first one to get all new equipments, and usually I don't unbox this thing on my own. We go
Right.
to auditorium in front of 100 are
Mm.
sitting there, and I would like to
Mm.
unbox in front of everyone, so that
Mm.
because I want everyone to be because in college we are like a small family.
Right.
So if anything new is coming in the college, we would like to open it, unbox it, and I will try that new equipment with all of my students.
Excellent. That is a
And
very good
recently,
thought.
so recently, let's suppose we have tried Pro 10, which is world's fastest flash duration of 1 by 80,000 of the second. Now
Wow.
recently I have added D1X Pro Photo, which is the world's fastest mono lights. I have not even
Mm.
unboxed it yet. Like just before, one day before logged in, we have changed our entire studio into Pro Photo and Avenger
Hmm.
with
Mm.
Avenger light stands, but it's not
Right.
unboxed yet. So I'm excited right now that I will go back when this lockdown is open, and I would like to unbox it with all of my students and We'll start shooting on, we'll start teaching on Pro Photo now.
Right.
Like
That's
from all these years,
a great thing.
telling from me, things are happening. I'm always excited. I'm always, and the best part is these companies, all these companies, all these brands, when it comes to Nikon, Canon, Sony, Panasonic, Leica, all these companies are supporting me in a very nice way. Like thanks to
Right.
Manish is also like supporting, like whenever I wanted to use some Leica products, he always offer me without, like he just
Right.
sent me at my doorstep. So this thing is
Excellent.
also there. When I say about Srishti, so they always tell me now, before this lockdown, I had some new device, new gadget, what I am learning during this lockdown. It's called
Right.
Sirp Genie. Maybe I'll show you, just right here. So this is the device, Sirp Genie, which is made for time lapse. So right
Oh,
now,
excellent.
in this lockdown, I have learned how to use this device. So all these companies have like supporting
This
the
is
very nice.
excellent. This is really excellent, and I see your passion like a young kid. But at the same time, the best part is that you're a mentor, and it is the right time for me to ask you, what and how do you see yourself as a role of mentor, or what is the role of mentor to the students these days?
See, I would say role of mentor is very, very important. To be honest with you, sometimes I have, but these things don't happen now because now, if you see, DCOP is a big name in the industry now. But initially, when I started DCOP for the first year, if I used to call any visiting faculty, like right now, I have more than 25 faculties in our list from different genres, free, travel, and like all the areas. We have photographers who like to come here and share their experience and knowledge. But there was a time when I used to call them for these kind of thing. Then their reply was किसी और के भाई किसी और को सिखा के मैं अपने पेट पे लात क्यों मारूं. These were their replies. So these
Right.
things have happened in the past. So अब नहीं होती ये चीजें. But yes,
Yeah.
so being a mentor, because these days many people are learning from YouTube. Many people are learning from YouTube, and they think that YouTube pay whatever knowledge is there on YouTube, it's all right. They are correct. So they think that everything is right. But in YouTube, there is many paid content. There is many content which is not right. There is many content which is paid by companies to put that content.
Right.
But YouTube will not do mistakes. If you do a mistake in your photography, YouTube will not make it right. YouTube will not tell, okay, this is wrong, this is right, how you can do it, how you can fix it. So being a mentor is, I guess, it's very, very important. Whether it's going to a class, even if you're not going to class, even if it's virtually, maybe if you're talking to some photographer, if someone more experienced is checking your work and explaining you, even that
Right.
works. But YouTube is not the best mentor. It can be used to see videos. Even I see some videos, like if I want to buy some
See,
camera or some new light.
I personally feel that it is photography is something which is touch and feel, and till the time you don't feel the relation between you and the picture, and also you and the mentor. Mentor is somebody you can just go to at any time. I agree that there is enough content on YouTube, but there is also I believe that photography is also the most misread language these days. People understand the teaching aspect in a wrong way because at times it is not the right content for you. If you want to do or get into a certain genre, you need a guide who will see you through, and that is very, very important, I feel. And how important to you is to learn the process or the heritage of photography, how it started and how it advanced over the years.
See, I see it's moving very, very fast, and I'm also trying to cope up with it. And I'm glad that I started my career, my photography career, at the time when it was analog era. I
Right.
shooted films, and I still love it. Even right now, when I'm going to some big events like Fashion Weeks, Runway Fashion Week, like many Fashion Weeks, I go and I teach my students to how to cover these events, how to cover ramps, how to cover the entire event. So I'm usually there with all my students. I'm teaching them these things, but I trust them. I know they will do very good job. So I don't shoot on ramps anymore because I want my students' portfolio to be more stronger than mine. Because
Of
I have a
course.
portfolio. I don't need a portfolio anymore. I'm in
Right.
such a position to shoot ramps. So what I'm usually hiding in the backstage, and I'm just shooting with my Leica just behind the scenes in monochromes. My series, you can say backstage. I'm shooting a new series. It's called Chaos in Green Room, which I have worked with many designers, and I have a huge books like on this collection now. So
Hmm.
I'm shooting the
Great.
kind of backstage. How these things heritage, like if you see how it's happening, then you know earlier I had a course on film processing as well, which I had to
Hmm.
cancel it. I had to shut it down because demand was not enough. Earlier students were not coming, but now these days I guess this demand is coming out. Now if I go to events, if some designer sees me with Rolleiflex camera, next day we will have plenty of queries that we want to get a
Hmm.
shoot done with this 1952 model Rolleiflex in black and
Right.
white. We want this. So this thing is happening.
Hmm.
And when we talk about heritage, I guess Leica have a its legacy.
Right.
Owning a Leica is like a legacy, especially I would say in monochromes, because everyone can shoot colors. Leica have
Hmm.
its own legacy. It have its own color contrast. Now, if I see 20 images, I can tell this one is shot on Leica just by
Yeah.
seeing the.
It has a IQ which just speaks in its pictures, which is very, very beautiful. Now I know that we are pressed with time, but I want to quickly ask you some more questions. So with the increase in the megapixel game by camera manufacturers, be it a phone camera or full frame 35 format cameras, what do you think is the future of current interest of students in medium format cameras?
Medium format, I would say it's
Hmm.
huge interest. It's future.
Okay.
Amongst ECOC students, I must say it's future. Have you,
All
okay,
right.
before I answer this question, let me ask you something. Have you seen
Yeah.
that commercial of Porsche where there is a kid, a Porsche 911?
Yes, I have
Have you
seen
ever
that.
seen that?
Yeah, yeah,
The
I've
kid
seen that.
studying, he see the car going, and
Yeah,
then, so
I've seen that. Yeah.
yeah. So I guess I love that commercial. So
Hmm.
just like that commercial, we have a small, not a small, a big poster in Depop with a Hasselblad in it. So this is
Hmm.
the Hasselblad which we are having now.
Right.
So we have a poster that you cannot buy this camera. I'm
Right.
saying it's very expensive, but next line is will teach you how to earn it.
All right. That's great. So guys who are listening, this is the time. If you need to earn a Leica or you need to earn some big brands like this, please listen to him. He's going to get you or maybe train you the way you can earn that expensive cameras. So what,
So
according to you, is one major thing that current generation is missing and one thing that is the learning of photography for them?
what is the learning of photography for them? Like I feel our generation, especially in India, have too much pressure of them, as I already discussed with the Indian society and all these things are there. But one of the main thing is if they want to do something, they have to open up. They have to be clear to their families, to themselves. I want to do this thing and I want to do this thing, and they have to stick to it. If they are always
Mm,
confused,
mm,
their heart says I want to do photography, but their mind says whatever their parents' mind is talking, they will not
mm.
succeed. I must say, follow your passion, do what you love. If you want to be
Right.
successful in life, do. And if
Mm,
I talk about technology wise, then what happens is,
mm.
if I'm talking technology, then the thing which is very, very easy these days is this all digital era. I
Right.
wish like they could start with analog too, and they could see that how this thing is working, how this photography used to work earlier. Like if I
Mm,
tell you my experience, how I used to learn, I used to
mm,
learn Sunny 16 rule at my time. It was not very
mm.
easy. I used to go to like London Bridge, put my tripod on, and take. I had limited 36 number of shots in one film. I had to
Right.
take, and then let's suppose I will go. I will finish 2 to 3 rolls in a day. I will
Right.
write in this picture number one, my settings are this. Number two, settings are this. Number three, settings are this. And
Yeah.
then when everything happens later on, when the pictures comes out after 5 days, I would see, अरे यार, इसमें मैंने क्या कर दिया? Then I would understand. So I would understand photography after 5 days of taking pictures. Okay, this is the mistakes I have done.
Mm,
So, but I am happy that I have learned that way because now I would never forget these things ever in my life
mm.
because
Right.
I have learned it hard way.
You
So
know,
even now, yeah.
I personally feel also that kids who are stepping out, if they can't really go back to the analog generation, they should try to limit themselves, or maybe I keep on repeating this, that they should discipline themselves in one day of a week or 2 days in a week where there's only get to shoot 2 rolls or maybe 72 two shots. So that is going to be very good for the discipline. So discipline is very important in photography. Now, there is one last question, Pratik, I want to ask with you. We came to know that in your institute, the most outstanding students get a chance to try their hands on your Leica M10. Is it something you believe that one has to be worthy enough to get a Leica?
I would say that because everyone who comes to DCOP, especially in street photography, then when it comes to street, then everyone's dream is Leica. Thanks to you for
Right.
that.
Oh,
Many
really?
people for
Okay.
like I would say in DCOP, what I say about you, you are a man with third eye.
All right.
You
Okay. Thank you
for
so much.
what because I am not meant for street. If I go to street, I cannot see the way you see.
Hmm.
I don't have that third eye like you have. But still, when it comes to street photography, I guess Leica is something which is very, very exciting piece of camera and people who are shooting this thing. So it's not like I run some competition that, okay, if you do this thing, I will give you shoot on Leica. Like it's just random in the class. Something is happening. I love some students' work. Some student is doing some series. I love that series. Okay. Today, this camera is yours. Use it and then give it back. So it happens
Right.
many, many people. Now there is one student who's who's whose series got shot, he shot some series on Eid and it got published in NetGeo. And
Oh,
Leica
great.
was Leica is his dream camera. So I gave him Leica to use it in the college. So he can use it, he can feel it. Maybe I'll show you one quick video. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, sure. Sure.
Like it's just about some student only. His
Sure.
review, small review was there about Leica.
Sure. Sure.
Leica is something which is everyone's love. And when I talk about medium format, like while it's connecting to this internet,
Yeah.
even when it comes to medium format cameras, I must say that there are 2 students in DCOP who bought medium format camera before I did.
Okay. That's interesting. So they,
And
I'm sure that
recently,
they have,
yeah, and
that they,
recently we have
they,
added medium format. Recently
so,
we have added medium photography in our 1-year diploma course for everyone. So now we are teaching medium format to every single diploma student, and maybe after lockdown is open, we are launching more courses in medium format photography too. And I'm very excited to see, some more cameras which are coming up. I guess Leica is coming with the new medium format camera S3, which is, I would say, very, very excellent. Recently, I tried a couple of more. Okay, video is there now.
yeah.
Now,
फोटोग्राफी इज लाइक मुझे इतनी पसंद है फोटोग्राफी क्योंकि मैंने इसीलिए अपना 1 साल बर्बाद किया। वो लोग जैसे मैं कॉलेज से निकला तो मम्मी पापा ने बोला कुछ कर रहे हैं, मैं बोला मैं नहीं कर सकता हूँ, मुझसे नहीं होगा, जाके एमबीए में एडमिशन नहीं। मुझे वैसे तो स्ट्रीट फोटोग्राफी अच्छी लगती है, मैं सिर्फ वही करना चाहता हूँ, स्ट्रीट फोटोग्राफी। बट यहाँ पे आने के बाद सिनेमेटोग्राफी और फाइन आर्ट मुझे बहुत पसंद आया। मुझे शूटर के बारे में बिल्कुल नहीं पता था पहले कि ये है, क्या क्या चीजें होती है, और यहाँ आने के बाद मैंने सोनी FX7 यूज किया, वो मेरे लिए काफी बड़ी बात है। वो लाइका बहुत ही मतलब कि हम सोचते हैं उसके बारे में। मैंने उस सबसे सारी चीजें पूछी सर, मैं क्योंकि फर्स्ट टाइम यूज कर रहा था, मुझे बच्चे के बारे में नहीं पता था, उसको कहाँ से सेट करना पूरा मैंने वो किया। मैंने यूज किया पूरा, इसमें है मैंने यहाँ बहुत कुछ सीखा। मैं सिर्फ नॉलेज गेन करके जा रहा हूँ। तो कहते हैं ना कि तुम क्या कर सकते हो मैं कर सकता हूँ।
so just like this small demo, that
Yeah.
how students get excited when they use Leica, but I still don't give to everyone, even though I can give them. But I want to keep a dream in them alive.
Sure. So it is like
That
an achievement
it
that
is special when you use it.
you can't get a Leica, you achieve a Leica, which
They have
is
to earn it.
they have to earn it. Pratik, thank you
Yeah.
so much for taking out time and being with us. We really enjoyed the talk, and I'm looking forward to see you in person very soon.
So,
Take
so
care
I
and stay safe.
invite you at at the COP soon. Maybe after this lockdown, I will definitely
Sure.
invite
Yes. Yes.
as well again.
I'll see you soon. Take care.
Sure.
Bye
Thank
bye.
you very much.